I'm Ray Rickman. Full disclosure, I'm a former Democratic, capital D, state representative. Democratic Party officer, 22 years that I was here. When I was 18 years old, I was a member of the Democratic Party in Michigan. It was fascinating. I was the youngest delegate. It was fascinating. So I've been a Democrat all my life. Am I always happy with the party? Absolutely not. So, now that I've told you I'm a Democrat, there are two newspapers suggesting that the whistleblower shouldn't have whistleblowed if he's a Democrat. That is, if you're a Democrat, you can't be a patriot, you can't complain. The most absurd argument I ever heard. Even if some Democrat put him up to it, some Democratic member of Congress said to him, hey, go do this. Still, did it happen? Did Mr. Trump ask the president of a foreign country to do something to help him, Mr. Trump, politically? And the answer is yes. We've read the two official documents. There's no question about it. Now we come to the next question. Is it impeachable? I'm going to admit something. When I first heard it 3-4 days ago, I thought, just another bad thing verging on illegality from Trump. And then as I began to pay close attention, I realized that he was holding up $300 million of the American people's money that's supposed to go to a country that is our ally who's in conflict with Russia. I don't know how to say that any clearer. So something the commentators have been missing is, did someone ask Mr. Trump to do this? I don't know that anyone did, but I'm just asking. Who does it benefit not to give the $300 million? Who does it benefit? The Russians. This is very sad. It demands an investigation. Now it gets thorny, really thorny, because White House employees, several lawyers, we know their names as of Friday morning, and Barr, the Attorney General of the United States, were all in on this before it became public, and they were trying to deep six and hide. That's too strong a term. They were making it difficult for the results of this telephone call to be available to hundreds of people who can normally see these things. They put it in a special place, which the rumor is only 36 people have access instead of 336 people. So what were they doing this for if there was nothing wrong with his comments or comments? They thought there were. So what's wrong with Nancy Pelosi thinking that there's something terribly inappropriate? Let me remind you of something. Bill Clinton, there were 4 impeachable charges brought against him. And for him, an adult male, having sex with an adult female, totally inappropriate in the White House, totally inappropriate. May I say that again? And because he's President of the United States and she was just a step above an intern, he had no business doing it. But I saw it as a horrible personal matter, not impeachable. But if that was impeachable, as far as the Republicans were concerned, Mr. Trump has done 80 such things in his 3 years in the White House. So just count the numbers. Do I believe he will be impeached? Absolutely not. Do I believe in the rule of law? Absolutely I do. And the rule of law calls for the Speaker of the House to move an article of impeachment forward. They can vote for it or not vote for it. There may be, I think it looks like there, right this moment, there are 2 or 3 Democrats more than needed, and 1 independent, to move this forward and send it to the Senate and make them do their duty. Constitution requires them to hold a trial. We'll see if they violate the Constitution like Trump has. Now finally, for the last 2 years I've been out talking about gun control. And I have person after person, gun advocates, tell me that the Second Amendment to the Constitution is sacred and that we're required to follow it because it's in the Constitution. And did you see what I just said? They've done this to me at meetings, I want to fall short of offering to hit me, but pretty close, verbally beat me. So that part of the Constitution is sacred, important, and we must protect it, use it, move forward, use it to protect people's rights, even if they have assault weapons and go and kill children at Sandy Hook. That part of the Constitution must be, as all parts of the Constitution, must be protected and used. Well, I think the section in the Constitution that calls for amendment needs to be used and protected against Mr. Trump's unbelievable assaults on the rule of law. Unbelievable. Now, when I came in with this, it had a little sticker on it, and Josh Fenton was kind enough to take it off. And it said, "Made in the USA." Isn't that fabulous? A flag. American flag, made in the USA. Democracy. No monarch. It's a democracy. And someone needs to tell Mr. Trump that.